In this video, we'll be taking a look at all today's NBA matchups, and I'll break them all down with free winning picks so you can bet smarter and win bigger. But first, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get our picks the second they drop, because when the lines move, the early birds cash in. And if you want the full winning sport picks experience, head over to wspicks.com and check out our VIP packages, or grab a free consultation with one of our professional sports consultants for the sharpest edge you'll find anywhere. That's where the real plays live. We are your bookmaker's worst nightmare. These are the games we're hammering, the ones the books can't afford you to bet. This is Winning Sport Picks. The free picks are about to drop, and they're coming in hot. We start with New Orleans versus Brooklyn, where Brooklyn lays 3 at -159, and New Orleans catches 3 at +139. Market data shows Brooklyn slightly better defensively late in games, while New Orleans has shown volatility in second halves, and that makes me lean toward the side catching points early, but more conviction sits on the total with modest indicators that defense could tighten, so I like the idea of New Orleans +3 and under 228. Next up is Atlanta versus Washington, with Atlanta laying 9 at -400 and Washington catching 9 at +340. Road favorite spots this size tend to inflate perception, and Washington in these outmatched roles often sneaks backdoor covers late when the game gets sloppy. The sharper side is the big dog with Washington +9, and with both teams pacing slower in fourth quarters, I'm leaning under 235. Then Milwaukee versus Detroit, with Milwaukee laying 12 at -500 and Detroit catching 12 at +625. This kind of extreme spread usually signals inflated risk on the favorite, and Detroit in home dog spots has at least shown fight, if nothing else. I like Detroit +12, and with Milwaukee sometimes controlling tempo against weaker opponents, I lean under 224. We move to Golden State versus Cleveland, with Cleveland laying 7.5 at -300 and Golden State catching 8 at +255. Cleveland's defensive profile at home has been stronger lately, and Golden State's inconsistency on the road keeps them unreliable as a dog. I lean Cleveland -7.5, and with defense more consistent here, I like under 227. Next is Sacramento versus Miami, with Miami laying 8 at -320 and Sacramento catching 8 at +265. Miami's home profile tends to be stronger in these mid-range spreads, but Sacramento can push pace enough to create variance. Still, I lean Miami -8 and a slight lean toward under 238 based on recent slower finishing stretches from both teams. Then the Clippers versus Minnesota, with Minnesota laying 10 at -460 and the Clippers catching 10 at +400. The Clippers have been a tricky read as a dog, but Minnesota's size and half-court execution has been one of the sharper home edges in the league. I lean Minnesota -10, and with market totals showing slight downward pressure, I lean under 228. And finally, Houston versus Dallas, with Dallas laying 8 at +100 and Houston catching 8 at -110. Houston's defense has been more respectable in large dog roles, but Dallas tends to manage pace better in these home spots. I'm leaning Dallas -8 and a slight lean toward under 224 based on the game state we've seen in late possessions for both sides. Now listen to me, those are the free picks, but the one game I am unloading on tonight, the game that's going to crush your bookie's soul, that's the VIP play of the day at wspicks.com. This is the nuke, the hammer, the max bet, the one play I've circled, the game that will bury your bookmaker 6 feet under. When it hits, and it will, your bookie is going to need a doctor, a lawyer, and maybe even a priest. If you want to ride with me on the biggest bet of the day, get to wspicks.com right now. Recap-wise, we're taking New Orleans +3 and under 228, Washington +9 and under 235, Detroit +12 and under 224, Cleveland -7.5 and under 227, Miami -8 and under 238, Minnesota -10 and under 228, and Dallas -8 and under 224. This is Winning Sport Picks, where we don't just bet, we bury bookmakers. Smash that subscribe button, drop your favorite plays in the comments, and hammer that like button like you're hammering your bookie into the dirt. We're cashing, we're dominating, and tonight we're dancing on the grave of your bookmaker. Let's go!